Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most epic and, let's be honest, pretty wild stories from Greek mythology, the bloody father-son war between Uranus and Cronus. This isn't just any family drama. It's the foundational myth that sets the stage for the Olympians we all know and love. So, grab your ambrosia, get comfy, because we're about to uncover how a rebellious son dethroned the king of the cosmos. Before we jump into the action, let's set the scene. In the very beginning, there was chaos, an empty void. From chaos came Gaia, Mother Earth, and a few others, including Tartarus, the Abyss, and Eros, primal love. Gaia then gave birth to Uranus, the starry heavens, without a father. Pretty impressive, right? Uranus became Gaia's consort, enveloping her and bringing light and order to the nascent world. Together, they were the first divine rulers, the ultimate power couple. Their union was incredibly fruitful, but also incredibly complicated. They had many children. First, the 12 Titans, powerful beings who were almost godlike in their stature and strength. Then came the 3 Cyclopes, one-eyed giants renowned for their craftsmanship. And finally, the Hecatoncheires, 3 monstrous giants, each with 100 hands and 50 heads. Now, you'd think Uranus would be proud of such a formidable brood, right? Well, not exactly. Uranus, it turns out, was not the most loving father. In fact, he was deeply fearful of his powerful offspring, especially the Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires. He found them hideous and threatening. His solution? He forcibly imprisoned them deep within Gaia's womb, a place called Tartarus, a dark abyssal realm beneath the earth. Imagine being trapped inside your own mother. It's a truly horrific thought. Gaia, understandably, was in immense pain and suffering. She loved all her children and was utterly distraught by Uranus's cruelty. Her heart ached, and her body was racked with agony. She couldn't bear to see her children suffer, nor could she endure the constant pain caused by their imprisonment within her. She needed a hero, a liberator, someone to stand up to Uranus's tyranny. She appealed to her remaining children, the Titans, for help. But fear is a powerful thing, and the Titans, despite their strength, were intimidated by their father's power. They hesitated, unwilling to challenge the cosmic king. All except one, Cronus. Cronus, the youngest and most ambitious of the Titans, listened to his mother's plea. He saw an opportunity not just for vengeance and liberation, but for power. He was cunning, bold, and had a ruthless streak. He agreed to help Gaia, but his intentions were far from purely altruistic. He harbored a deep resentment for his father's actions and yearned for supremacy. Gaia, desperate for relief, hatched a plan with Cronus. She fashioned a mighty sickle made of indestructible adamant, a material tougher than any known metal. This was not just any tool, it was an instrument of cosmic change. She presented it to Cronus, empowering him with the means to challenge his tyrannical father. The moment of truth arrived, as Uranus descended from the heavens to lie with Gaia, an act he performed nightly. Despite his cruelty, Cronus, who had been hiding in ambush, seized his chance. With the adamant sickle, he brutally attacked his father, castrating him. This was a pivotal and incredibly graphic moment in Greek mythology. From Uranus's spilled blood, new beings emerged, the Erinyes, or Furies, goddesses of vengeance, the Gigantes, powerful giants, and the Malaya ash tree nymphs. And from the foam generated when Uranus's severed genitals fell into the sea, the goddess Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, was born near the island of Cyprus. An origin story as strange as it is beautiful. With Uranus overthrown and severely wounded, his reign came to an end. He was banished, his immense power fractured, his tyrannical grip on the cosmos broken. As he faded, he cursed Cronus, prophesying that he, too, would be overthrown by one of his own children. A chilling warning that would haunt Cronus and ultimately define his destiny. The immediate aftermath was a period of liberation. Cronus freed his siblings, the Cyclopes and the Hecatonchias, from Tartarus. He was hailed as a hero by them and by his mother, Gaia. With Uranus gone, the path was clear for a new ruler, a new cosmic order. Cronus, having led the rebellion, naturally ascended to the throne. He became the undisputed king of the Titans and, by extension, the universe. His reign marked the beginning of the Golden Age, a period often described as idyllic, a time of peace, prosperity, and abundance, where humans lived in harmony and without toil. However, power, as we often see, can corrupt. Cronus, despite having suffered under his father's tyranny, began to mirror some of Uranus's worst traits. The prophecy of his own downfall, the curse his father uttered, weighed heavily on his mind. He became paranoid, terrified that history would repeat itself. To prevent this prophecy from coming true, Cronus devised a horrifying plan. As each of his children with his sister wife Rhea was born, he swallowed them whole, imprisoning them within his own body. First Hestia, then Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon all disappeared into their father's gullet. Imagine Rhea's despair, watching her children vanish one by one, devoured by their own father. Rhea, heartbroken and desperate to save at least one of her offspring, sought help from her parents, Gaia and Uranus. They conspired to save her sixth child. When Zeus was born, Rhea secretly spirited him away to Crete, where he was raised in hiding, nurtured by nymphs and protected by the Curetes warrior dancers, who clanged their shields to mask the baby's cries. Instead of Zeus, Rhea presented Cronus with a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, which he, in his paranoia, promptly swallowed, believing it to be his newborn son. This simple act of deception marked the turning point, setting the stage for the next great generational conflict. Zeus grew up strong, cunning, and ambitious, much like his father. When he was ready, he returned to challenge Cronus. With the help of Metis, the Titaness of wisdom, he tricked Cronus into drinking a magical emetic that caused him to violently vomit up all the children he had swallowed. And out came Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, now fully grown gods, ready to join their brother in the fight against their tyrannical father. Even the stone Cronus had swallowed was regurgitated, becoming a sacred relic at Delphi. Thus began the Titanomachi, the great war between the Olympian gods, led by Zeus, and the Titans, led by Cronus. This was a cosmic clash of epic proportions, lasting 10 long years, shaking the very foundations of the universe. The Olympians, with their newfound strength and unity, fought bravely. They even freed the Cyclopes and Hecatonchias from Tartarus once more, who, grateful for their liberation, forged powerful weapons for the gods: Zeus's thunderbolt, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of darkness. The tide of the war eventually turned in favor of the Olympians. With the help of their powerful allies and their formidable new weapons, they ultimately defeated Cronus and the other Titans. Cronus and most of the Titans were cast down into Tartarus, the same deep abyss where Uranus had imprisoned the Cyclopes and Hecatonchirus. The cycle of father-son conflict, of sons overthrowing their fathers, had come to a dramatic and definitive end. Zeus then ascended to become the king of the gods, establishing the Olympian order that would govern the world for millennia. But unlike his father and grandfather, Zeus, after some initial challenges, managed to consolidate his power and avoid the same fate of being overthrown by his own children. He learned from the mistakes of his predecessors, embracing a different kind of rule, albeit one still filled with its own dramas and complexities. The story of Uranus and Cronus is more than just a tale of violence and betrayal. It's a profound exploration of generational conflict, the dangers of tyranny, and the relentless march of time and change. It shows us how power can corrupt even those who started as liberators, and how the seeds of one's downfall can be sown by one's own actions. It's a foundational myth that resonates even today, reminding us of the dynamic nature of power and the intricate web of family relationships, even among gods. What do you think about this epic mythological tale? Was Cronus justified in his actions? Did Uranus deserve his fate? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into Greek mythology, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.